text, so I'm kind of doing this the old-fashioned way, just showing pictures. But all right, can you see me, or do you see pictures right now?
I see you.
You.
All right, all right. In just a minute, I'll be there. Oh shoot. Okay.
I have to say, those of you that are brave enough to do the studio tours, I applaud you, because I would like to see my studio at this point. I mean, this is the ante room. This is just the books and the, you know, all that. But if you went into the real studio, it's just, I mean, I've tried to. I wouldn't want, you know, yeah. You guys are
okay, here we go. All right, are you seeing a picture of a very, very messy room?
Yes.
Okay. This is a 2-year, maybe a 3-year-old picture. This was back in California before I moved where I'm living now. And that's when I was doing heavy duty production. And I work very, very messy. And every cubic inch would be covered with works in progress. This is how I used to keep my clay, here, balls of clay like a palette. And it would be, they're all conditioned, ready to go. And that was great for production work. And then, oh God, this was, I guess maybe flowers and fairy wings and stuff. This took probably a week to do. And I love the scrap. The scrap was the most fun part. But now I'm showing you this from 2 years ago or 3 years ago, because I'm not doing much clay at all anymore. And I was doing killer production. It was just, I burned out so badly on it that I really don't want a cane ever again. and I don't want to make jewelry, but I am really, really inspired by what I've been seeing everybody making this week. So I'll get back into it. Okay, here was some more mess. And it's just to show you how messy I work. Oh, and this was my little lamp working corner. That was really popular like in the 90s or right around, 2000. So I got majorly into lamp working and all the paraphernalia for lamp working, and that was fun to do. Okay, so all of this, pardon?
Lamp working as in glass beads?
Yeah. Yeah, do you see, there's a torch.
Rods?
All those little rods, I melt over a mandrel with a torch and make tiny, tiny little beads. Yeah. So it's really intense, and you can't touch it with your fingers, and you can't walk away from it. You can't just set it down and walk away. So but it had the colors, which is what I love, color. So all of this was back in Mountain View, California, the Bay Area, and where I lived for 37 years in this same little 2-bedroom house, 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. So for many reasons, my husband retired. We got really fed up with the Bay Area, just the pace of life, the cost of living, the tech, everything is like focused on tech. So we decided we loaded up the truck and we moved to Santa Fe. And this is Albuquerque, but there are so many reasons that we picked Santa Fe. It's just an artist mecca, and not just artists, but musicians, authors, chefs, weirdos, alternative people. It's a real collection of people. Unique people. Unique people. So I had found a piece of property online, and we came out and we bought it. And this is the entrance to it. Our little 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in Mountain View. I could have bought 2 of these properties in Santa Fe. It's just, what the house values in the Bay Area was just insane. So we took the money and ran. But this property here, what appealed to me was the color, the texture, the interest, the layers, it had already been planted and landscaped quite nicely. This is the entrance to the
beautiful,
to the courtyard here. And this is it in the autumn. And you can see no houses from where we live. It's no sirens, no dogs. It's just beautiful.
Nice.
Black sky, you know, you can see the stars like crazy. Here's just a few shots of the interior of the property. Oh, I had fun making this pathway with kind of like a mosaic, putting the little, little metal pieces and crockery and stuff in there.
Artwork.
And then this is the view from the living room, from the patio, and those two mountains in the back. It's the sun and the moon mountain. Right now, you can barely see them because of the smoke, but that's looking due south. So some more pictures of the garden, and the garden really has been what takes a lot of my time during the summer. Oh, helicopter.
No sound, eh?
Have a dragon? Was that a dragon?
So I brought a lot of plants from California. Here's my succulents and cactuses, most of which have died, but oh, this isn't the fire. This is a sunset. It could be a fire though, God. We get awesome sunsets here. Some wildlife. We've caught a bear walking in the backyard, and we have coyotes. And there's the raised beds. And those are already there when we bought the place. Now, this is the view in the summertime.
Wow.
Now, this is what I wasn't counting on. I didn't know. I did not know it snowed like this. Back in California, it never got below 32 degrees, or maybe once in a great while. But so there's snow on the ground maybe 5 months out of the year here, and I don't like that. But it's great for indoor activity. Yeah, we're at 7,400 feet, so we're really up there.
Yeah.
And even though there's not a lot of precipitation, it's just cold. It gets down to single digits here, and I don't like that. So, but it gives me a lot of chance to do things inside. And one of them, here is just a picture of the really big living room. And I wanted to be able to set up my studio in the living room so I could look out at the view. So I made the back half of the living room into my studio, which I didn't want it to look like my studio back in Mountain View, which was just 4 walls covered with stuff. So trying to keep it neat here, which means I don't work much. But this was a few weeks ago when I was doing, I guess, the sharing, the swap pieces. So I can be messy here and there.
This is TJ. You have to worry about your living room and your clay getting hot, like in the summertime?
Yes. There's a window right next to my clay here, and I have to pull the shade down because it gets too hot to even sit here. We don't have air conditioning.
More in the wintertime.
Yeah, or in the mornings. But so I set up another area in the house to do beading and assembly. So I put all my beads back here and my findings. There's part of my bead collection. It's just an obscene amount of beads that I collected. But I don't do that anymore. Oh, here's a
Oh, that's nice.
gallery of, you could probably find some things in there that you know who they belong to. I see Alice's, I see Don's, Donna Cato, Helen. Anyway, and here's some more that I've collected. Just line up everywhere, spider webs in between them. Oh, okay, so mosaics is something I've been playing around with instead of clay. Because it has color, detail and color, which is what turns me on. And plus it's fun collecting all the glass shards and buying them on eBay, on Amazon and eBay. And these are some of the things I made this year. with the mosaic pieces. That's our doorbell. The IKEA mirrors.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I made this. A few of you might recognize this.
Yeah.
My Cinderella shoe. Oh, that's clay. That's polymer. That's polymer as well. And okay, this is one of my distractions. I started playing piano about 5 years ago. After my son died, he was a musician, and it was kind of my tribute to him. And I'm probably still on like a 9-year-old level, but it's fun. It gives me a lot of pleasure. And that's a great thing to do in the winter. So let me cue up the next, there's a few more pictures that I want to show of my distractions. And let's see where I go. Back to.
Is the bird yours?
Do you hear a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cockatiel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm queuing up the next one. Here we go. Almost there. I get distracted really easily. In fact, since this quarantine, my attention span is really, really short. I don't know if any of you guys are finding that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just kind of wander around. So these are some of my distractions. I've been fostering kittens for, I don't know, close to 10 years.
Oh.
And I take them in when they're little tiny, sometimes 2-3 days old, mostly without their mamas. And so I've got kittens now. I've had kittens since, I don't know, March. And I'll keep doing it. Oh, this was the tree down here was in Mountain View. They're not supposed to go outside according to the Humane Society, but I let them. I let them anyway. I don't have grandkids, and they're not in my future. So this is how I nurture, how I show my nurturing. Oh, this little guy on the top was, I don't know, 2 days old. He still had his umbilical cord hanging, and so I've probably done about 50 or I don't know, 60 or 70 of these cats over the years, and we're just about at the end. Okay, that's the end. The guy fell asleep in his food. They're important to me, and like I was saying, I'm still very inspired by all the polymer that I've seen this week, and I'm going to be back doing it. It won't just be kittens and gardening.
And on your wall behind you, is that not polymer? You made that at Pingree.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You burnt the first one. You burnt the first one at
Yeah.
Pingree.
Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a wall piece. So no more jewelry. I'm going to be doing wall art, painting. Got plenty I want to do.
Good.
That was
Wonderful.
That's it.
It was wonderful.
Thank you. That was
Thank
wonderful.
you so much.
Yeah.
Ms. Arena, thanks you.
Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome.
And Lynn, did anybody have any questions for Kim? Other than it is to die for, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
I
nice
live with
living
you.
out here. It is nice.
Thanks, Kim. It was great.
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kim.
Lynn,
Kim?
how's your internet?
I'm back online. I had to change houses. I can go to a house with internet. So,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, thank you for putting me after Kim. Nice.
I've done that.
Okay. Let me screen share. I've got a short little video. Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have got, I would describe my studio as larger than some, smaller than most. And I was able to you know, when my youngest son left the house, I was able to assuage my broken heart by kicking him out and getting into his room because it was a little bit bigger than the 9x9 I was in before. And so this is just a little video of how I very efficiently am able to cram every cubic square inch with something. So I have a wall of bookcases that is actually chocker block full. Now, is that showing smoothly? I
Yes,
know.
but
Yes.
do you move your cursor so we don't,
Sorry.
or the toolbar?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Wow.
So like I said, I can get lots of stuff in a very small space. So I'm just working on my desk is just a door. And, you know, I have one side, my polymer side, and one side, you know, whatever else needs to be done, art journaling, recording, metal smithing of sorts, you know. So you can see that and this is actually cleaned for you guys. So it's usually much
Looks
work.
pretty clean, I gotta say.
Yeah.
And so, you know, underneath we've got containers holding things everywhere. And then there's, of course, the closet that is, you know, chocker block full because, you know, we all do multiple hobbies. You know, we went through the bead phase. We, you know, love art journaling. We've done weaving. And so it's all crammed in there. A little
And
bit
besides,
of
one of our hobbies is collecting stuff.
yes. Yeah.
We
And
have
I
that in common.
during COVID, I've added these rolling carts, one on this side of the table for art journaling. So I've got my paints available. And then I put another one on the other side of the table that's got my polymer stuff in it. And you can see that I've got my liquid polymer clays all turned upside down. So they're ready to squeeze at any moment. And I can pull that close to me as I need it. And I love these IKEA shelving drawer units that are these shallow drawers. So you can be messy in them, but you can still find stuff because it's not too deep. So, you know, we all have it and we all collect it. So again, pegboard system on the back. I love that thing. You know, magnets to hold my pliers and tools. That's my impromptu table on the side because I ran out of space. More stuff crammed underneath.
Oh, you have a colorful pasta machine.
Yes, of course. So, but the absolute best part of the whole room is the fact that I have so much great light coming in from outside, and it's because I'm on our patio. I'm in Miami, Florida here. So I look out onto a lovely patio and, you know, with a, you know, decent sized backyard, but the absolute best thing of the whole kit and caboodle is the fact that I can go out here.
Oh, wow.
And this is my backyard.
Oh,
Beautiful.
This is the $1 million shot. So we live on a little rock pit that's a lake. That's groundwater level right there. And today, and like most days, after we get off Zoom meeting, I'll be in that lake with a glass of wine and my husband.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Pretty nice.
So
Wow. Summer
that's my
fun.
special spot.
No
Yeah,
alligators, huh?
No alligators. It's just a rock pit. It's not connected with canals to anything. So welcome to my world.
Nice.
Beautiful.
What's your address? So
Yes, I'll be doing registration after class.
I'll be there.
That looks amazing.
yeah,
That's fabulous. Thank
So that
you.
was my little studio.
good job.
Yeah.
Okay, we are at
Thank you.
1:50. I mean.